Cool. Brandt Bronico here. As usual, guys, just raise your hand if you have a question, and we'll come around to you when you're ready. Alex, if you're ready, we'll kick it off with you. Mike's got his hand up. Mike, go ahead.
Excellent. Hey, Brandt, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you. The break. Did the break come at the right time or a bad time for you? Because you guys were kind of rolling before you got a little bit of time.
I mean, the break came when the break came. We don't really have any control over that. So we'll be looking to continue our run of wins, and especially this weekend over Philly.
Kind of following up on that, what I mean by that, though, is the difficulty in maintaining that momentum after having 2 weeks off. How tough is that for a team?
I mean, some teams it's tough, some teams it's not so tough. I mean, the guys have been training well this week. Everybody seems energized and motivated, and we're looking forward to Philly on Saturday.
And Philadelphia obviously has led the East, led the table in your side of the conference much of the year. What's been their key? It doesn't seem like they're blowing teams away, but they've also been able to stack up a lot of points with draws and the like to put them in the position they're in.
Yeah, they find games, find ways not to lose games. They're intense with their defensive pressure, and ultimately, they finish their chances and create a lot of chances in the final third. So we'll be looking to limit that and impose our own intensity on them.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Alex.
Hey, Brandt, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
I can't complain. When you guys host Philadelphia, you're gonna open the entire stadium, including the upper parts. Are you excited about potentially packing out Bank of America Stadium again?
Yeah, of course. And it's a fan appreciation night, and the fans have done so much for us and have been so incredible and amazing all year long. So I feel like it'll be appropriate to get a win for them this weekend, as they've supported us so much this season.
Do you think you can channel the magic that was the first night when you packed the thing out and with the national anthem and everything? Like, do you think that's possible again?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely think it's possible. When we start winning games, there's more and more hype around teams. So I obviously think it's possible.
Yeah. There was a moment, and I don't think, and you never said this, no one from the team said this, not that you ever would, but I think there was a moment where Charlotte FC's hope for playoffs looked not good. But coming after these last two wins and winning in such a way against the Fire that y'all did, coming back, scoring 3 unanswered goals. I don't know. Can you kind of just take me through those emotions of being a team that was completely down on their luck, a lot of people written them off, to being in this position where you kind of control your own destiny?
Yeah, I mean, the season's long, and there's a lot of ups and downs. Kind of like it can be a roller coaster sometimes. So, it's about staying level-headed. Not getting too high when you're winning a lot of games, and not getting too low when you lose a spell of games. And I think that's we kind of maintain that level head and really just tried to focus on the games that we had in front of us, and trying to improve on our performances week after week, which I think we've done in the past couple months. So maybe minus a couple games in there. So yeah, like I said, just staying level headed and taking the momentum from these last 2 games into these final 3 games, and controlling what we can control, and hopefully letting fate decide the rest.
Brandt, I meant to ask one more question. I'm sorry for hogging the spotlight, but you've claimed Charlotte this year, and I remember you doing the Cam Newton Superman celebration after your big goal. Can you just speak on what it would mean to deliver a win in Charlotte this weekend, and then why do you want to do it for your city? You know what I'm saying?
They just kind of have you have roots here. I don't know, for me, just I feel a lot of pride for this city, and it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of means more to me to win in Charlotte, and for the people that are here, ultimately the supporters, but also the many friends and family I have around me that have supported me so long through my career. I mean, it's just the overall pride I have for the city, and then how much all these people mean to me.
Okay, thanks, Brandt.
Thanks, Alex. Caleb.
Hey man, how you doing?
What's up, Caleb?
Hey, I'm doing good. I just wanted to ask you about these last two games of yours, where you guys, first of all, went down a guy, held for the win, and then the second one made an incredible comeback. And those two games takes an incredible amount of self-belief. And I want to know where that belief stems from. Where does that belief come from? And how can you build off those last two games for another big challenge ahead this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's something internal that we've kind of been waiting to pull out of ourselves this year, to kind of show that character and hold on in situations of adversity like that. So, to show the character to, go down a man with 30 minutes left in the game and still win the game, and also to come back from 2-0 down and to win the game 3-2. I think that speaks a lot to what this team is ultimately capable of when we really do believe in ourselves and each other.
And could you kind of go a little more into like the belief in terms of like where that belief stems from? Is it something that you guys just have within the group, something that Latanzio helps build? Where does that come from, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's something that a little bit of both, something that Latanzio has kind of put into us with his tactics and his system over the course of this past couple of months, and ultimately, us spending more time together and throughout the season, and becoming more of a team as the year went on, to get those past two wins.
Sweet. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, Caleb. Sam.
Hey, Brandt, and apologies, my camera's not working today.
No problem.
So obviously the team's told me that they are watching Hurricane Ian. Has there been any talk of the hurricane coming through on the in the locker room? And have you ever had to face a hurricane before on game day?
I mean, there's been talks of it, but we can't really control that. We just prepare for the game like it's how it's gonna be. It might be raining, it might be windy, whatever. Like, we need to go out there and we need to find a way to win. And that's what matters, is what we can control. But I don't think I've had to play in a hurricane before. Maybe I have, but off the top of my head, I can't think of a scenario.
And then finally for me, how has the midfield situation been different? Because you've been obviously for most of the season playing sort of a back mid in the last couple of games. Carroll has been playing an attacking mid. Do you feel like, is the midfield coming together in a way that it hasn't before?
Yeah, I mean, it looks, we're kind of, like I said, we're building that chemistry, learning to play with each other more and more every day of practice, every game. So, and that's what it takes. Sometimes it just takes time. At the end of the day, we're still a new team. This is still our first year. So just kind of continuing to build that chemistry throughout the year and play with each other, especially with either Carroll at the 10 or the 9. But really, ultimately, I just think it's about chemistry.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks
Thank
much.
you, Sam. We'll circle back to Mike to follow up and finish the press conference here.
Thanks very much, Brandt. Just kind of following up on that last answer. You remind people that you're still a young team, an expansion team, a first-year team. Is it kind of cool that gets lost when people talk about you guys in your first year and the successes you guys have had as a group? I know it's not perfect and it's not complete yet, but it seems like a lot of people do forget that you guys are an expansion first-year team.
Yeah, like you said, it's not perfect. It hasn't been a perfect year, and it'll never be a perfect year, but we definitely do take it as a compliment. But we've also had, we've had a lot of support throughout the year from our fans at Bank of America that has helped us tremendously. But yeah, going back to what you said, we definitely do take it as a compliment as people treat us like we've been in the league for a while, and it just simply isn't the case. We're still, like I said, still a new team, still building chemistry, but we are honored to be treated like a mature team.
Great, thank you.
All right, we will finish there. Thanks everyone for the time. Thanks Brandt for the time, and we'll syndicate this out. We'll see you guys on
Thanks,
Saturday.
everyone.
Got one.